morning. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Monday. Monster Monday. Look out. Hi, guys. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have social studies today. I see Adeline, Madison, Carter, Ben, Asa, Isaac, and Frank are joining us. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. So, hi, Addie. So here we go. We're going to do our quick social studies lesson today. I'm going to take over for a friend. Yes. I'm actually going to be a substitute today. Mr. Olmo is unfortunately not able to join us today. He was going to be the teacher today. Yeah, he was going to be like the whole teacher. So I'm going to take over. I'll be the substitute today, and then we'll have Olmo be a teacher another day. Okay, so here we go. So here, I'm just going to run through it. Remember, I'm the sub, so let me just run through it. We are ready for our promise. We participate. We are respectful. We are on time. We keep our microphones muted. Oops, I forgot to change that again. Oh, we just changed our name in the Zoom window, and then we stay in our spot, keep our eyes on me the entire time, which is the screen, because a lot of the magic happens right here on the screen. So let me finish letting some friends in. Oh, we got a nice big class. So tomorrow I will announce who our weekly spotlight friends are. So make sure you're doing an excellent job keeping your promise. And then for the middle one, using lots of details in your responses. Use vocabulary words. Don't give me one-word answers. Make sure that your answers, if there's a space to write an answer, make sure it's a whole sentence, not half a sentence, not a couple of words. Tell me everything, all right? Pretend the question wasn't there. Would I understand your answer? So make sure that you do it in full sentences and include extra details. 2 sentences is even better. And working hard, keeping up on pace. Today is Marvelous Monday. It is October 24th. Oh, look at that. Only 1 week away. Only 1 week away till the end of October and 2022. And soon we will be listening for our new birthday celebrations. So this month we are wrapping it up with Fayruza and Isabella. Happy birthday. And our social studies unit today, we're going to take a look at examples of goods that are in high demand. So I can see how the demand will affect the supply. I know I have it when I can explain how demand, here comes a friend, a demand affects the supply. And this is down here, the next steps. Explain the personal benefits and costs involved in saving and spending. So that's something that we will be talking about in the future, and something you just need to know, like what happens when you save and what happens when you spend. All right, my loves. So hello, everybody. I see lots of hands. I see Isaac and Leon, Frank, Lucian, Ruby, Asa, Benito, Carter, Madison, and Adeline. Let's see. I see Lorianne Lama. I know that's not her. Go ahead. What's going on, honey?
My name's Ava, but
I
was trying to say I like your hoodie.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's move on and let's watch our quick video. We have a lot to do today. Oops, go back. Miss Cruz. Oops, Miss Cruz. Supply and demand video. Oh no, it's not on this one. Well, how do you like that? Well, that's okay. This video actually is really short. I can share it with your families later. We're going to watch a longer one during the Nearpod, okay? So let's see how much you know about supply and demand. You've been working on it in your lessons and for your social studies curriculum lessons. So I'm going to read, and then you guys wait for me, okay? Wait, just wait. You're going to type in the chat, but wait. Let me read the scenario first. This is like a little story, a real world problem. So don't type anything in until you hear me say the last line on the bottom of each screen. Listen very carefully. You and your friends want the same popular game. Your parents say, you must finish your schoolwork and chores first. When you are done, they take you to the store. The game is sold out. Oh no! Is the demand high or low? Type your answer in the Zoom chat now. I hope you listened at all. I hope you listened. Let's see, I'm looking. Oh, here comes some answers. Oh, Madison says the demand is high. Demand, gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, demand, I demand it. I want it. High, okay, we have Asa says the demand is high. Adeline says high. All right, good work. Keep those answers coming. Frank says high. When they're done, they take you to the store. You walk in and the game is sold out. Was the demand for the product high or low? Ben says high. It was high demand. Very good. Okay, in 5, 4, let's continue the story. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hands off the chat. Here comes the next part. Your parents, they point to a different game at the store that is not sold out. The shelves are filled with this other game. Is the demand high or low for this other game? There you are. The game you want is all sold out. But right next to it is another game, a different game. And the shelves are filled with this game. And your parents say, maybe you want that one. Is the demand for this other game high or low? Oh, here come the answers. Low, low. Ben says low. Carter says low. Mackenzie says low. Asa says low. Madison says low. Addie says low. Oh, that's awesome. Frank says low. Yes, nobody wants it. Nobody's demanding that game. That game is not in high demand. Very good. Okay, okay. And 5, 4, out of the chat in 3, 2, 1. Hands off the chat. Here we go. Next part. You are disappointed that the store is sold out of the game that you wanted. You politely say, no, thank you. I'll wait for the original game. Is the supply for the game that you wanted high or low? Is the supply of the game that you wanted that's sold out, is it high or low? Not the demand, we're talking the supply. Here come the answers. Low, low, low. It is low. That's right. No, oh, they don't have enough. They don't have enough supply. The supply is very low. Yes, I see it. Very good. Ava says low. Frank says low. Mackenzie says low. Everybody's saying low. Mackenzie, Asa, Carter. Yes, I agree. Okay, in 5, 4, hands off the chat in 3, 2, 1. Oh, Asa only need to say it once. Ready, set, go. While you're deciding, you receive a phone call from a friend. They tell you, you know what? The game isn't very good. They go and tell you to buy the other game. How can the demand increase for the other game? How can we increase demand for the other game? What's something we could do? How can we make the demand for the other game increase? Hi, Desiree. Ooh, Carter?
If you tell other people that if you play the other game, then you tell them it's good, then they can buy it.
Exactly.
Then if they think it's good, then they can tell other people and they can
Yes.
tell other people, and then
And
it'll
they
spread
tell
on
friends,
to them.
and they tell
They like
friends.
the game.
Yeah, that's great. So that's called word of mouth. That's a little phrase where we share, you know, if something's good, we just tell people about it and then it spreads. Word of mouth. Ooh, look at that. Buy it is another answer. Yeah, you can increase demand just by buying the item. And yeah, definitely. Excellent job, guys. Okay, hands out of the chat in 5. Thank you, Carter. 4, 3, 2. Hands out of the chat in now. Okay, whoops, did I skip it? No. All right, so, oops, let me let someone in. When the demand is really high, I don't want it, gimme, 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 the supply will be very low. So they sell more, so they have to make more. Look at that little person cheering. If she owns that company, she's gonna be super happy because not only does everybody want her product, I demand it, gimme, 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 she has to go make more. And that means more money for her. Look at the second girl. She says, when the demand is low, nobody wants it. And the supply is high. So if I sell less, I better make less. All right, ready, guys? In the chat, name a food in the store or a candy, something like that, that may have very low demand and a very high supply that no one likes to eat. Think about that for a second before you start typing. Name a food that no one likes to eat that might have a really low demand and a really high supply. Nobody wants it and they have too much of it. What do you think that is? Everybody might have different answers. Pickles. That's a good one. Thank you, Asa. What's another one that maybe you've seen? Soggy food, squash. That's right. And if you ever go to the grocery store, you might see like cereals or, you know, things that certain kind of yogurts that nobody really buys. You're like, why do they even sell that? That nobody ever buys it. Strawberry. Oh, you don't like strawberries. Yeah, that sometimes they do have a supply, an extra supply. Sour stuff. Is that zucchini or is that cucumber, Ben? Wet bread. You know, when I was a little kid, I never liked whole wheat stuff, you know, like the brown breads. Now I love it. I can't get enough of it. I eat it like I'm, you know, it's the only thing on the earth. But when I was a little girl, I was like, who eats that? Blech. Strawberries. All right, guys, hands out of the chat in 5, 4. Next time you go to the store, 3. Look around for items that are in low demand and they have a lot of supply. 2, 1. Hands in the air. Next steps. Does supply and demand affect pricing? How does it affect consumer pricing? Think about if you were a car salesman. A car salesperson, and you said, okay, nobody's buying these cars. So what should we do with the price? Oh, but look at these fancy cars over here. Wow, everybody's buying those. What can we do with those prices? Think about how supply and demand can affect consumer pricing. Guys, let's do a 10-slide Nearpod.
Can you please put it in the chat?
Yes, ma'am, will do. And it does have the video in there, or a video. All right, give me a couple seconds. I will find it.
And I also just missed a few of the like the beginning because I came in late.
It's okay. Thank you. And then let me go back and put it in the chat.
I have my mom's computer, so I don't know how to do Nearpod on here.
Okay, it's okay. All right, 6E, I'm coming. Hi, Desiree. All right, we are in. Okay, so we have our Nearpod. Oops, let me see. Did I do that? No, I didn't do it to everybody. Look at that. Miss Cruz, let's try that again. I only sent it to Ben. Just Ben. So now let's send it to everybody. 6E QMB. All right, we're ready. We're ready. Miss Cruz, we're ready. So Let me stop sharing and meet you over there in the Nearpod. And this is pretty short, but I will share it with you so you can get that practice later. Guys, remember your promise. Don't unmute. You can text me or raise your hand until I finally notice, and then I will call in. Okay. So we already have 5 friends in, and that's growing quickly. If you are unable to log into the Nearpod, you can always type your answers in the chat. Okay. All right, here we go. 7 friends in. I'm going to get started. You can join at any time. This is pretty short. Supply and demand. Our essential question is, well, what is supply and demand? I think we now know. How does increasing or decreasing prices of goods and services affect supply and demand? So look at these cute little arrows. It's just like the little pictures of the 2 salespeople that I had. If the supply is high, what happens to pricing? What if the supply gets really low and you don't have a lot left because everybody wants it? What can we do with the pricing? All right, let's move on. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the difference between goods and services. Yep, it's just a review. And to determine if the price for a good or service should be higher or lower based on demand. And then we'll create at the very end, stick around because you're going to create your own advertisement to try to persuade other people to buy your product or good or service. Okay, here we go. Supply and demand. Oh, anybody want to read that for me? I'm getting tired. Ooh, I see a Benito. Okay, Ben, our economy.
Our economy is based on buying and selling of goods and services. Some people produce goods for customers to use,
Wear or eat.
Others, such as doctors, barbers, and mechanics, provide a service. The price of a good or service can be raised or lowered depending on the supply, how much of a product is available, and demand, how many people want the product.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you, sir. You know, he used the word consumer and customer almost the same. I think that was pretty smart. This says consumer, it's somebody who uses up a product or service, somebody who buys things. And we can also call them customers, right? So who wants to read this one? Thank you, Ben. Ooh, I see a hand from Carter. Carter, read about supply and demand. It says, for example.
For expensive.
Example.
For example, there is a limited
release. Mm-hmm.
Limited release of a new product.
Pair of sneakers. That many
people want.
Then they will be expensive.
They may be expensive. However, if a
company makes too many sneakers.
Makes too many sneakers.
And another company offers something similar.
Offers something similar of the low price. Then the sneakers may go on sale and become less expensive.
Excellent. Thank you, Carter. Who wants to do the bottom? Ooh, let's do Ava. Ava, I see your hand. Go ahead. Do the critical lens. It says get ready.
Get ready to watch a
vocabulary
video about supply and demand. Right. As you watch and listen, try to understand the difference between goods and services and why the cost of an item might be raised or lowered based on supply and demand.
Is it supply or supply?
Supply.
Good, good, good. Oh, you're so awesome. Thank you, you two. You did awesome. Great work. All right, so let's get to that video. Guys, all eyes on the screen. All eyes, throw them up here and watch.
Be able to explain how supply and demand
Can you hear it?
affect what people buy. In order to do this, we're going to read a book called Supply and Demand by Karen Jones. Let's get started. Tegan and her mom are on their way to the store to buy an umbrella. It has been raining for days, and the weather forecast says that the rain is going to continue all the way until next week. When they got to the store, they rush over to the umbrella rack. Oh no! The rack is empty! All of the umbrellas have been sold! Tegan and her mom decide to come back tomorrow to check for more umbrellas.
Oh, look at that. There wasn't even another option like the game. They didn't have a different kind of umbrella like the other game, remember? So they're going to come back tomorrow.
Tegan and her mom couldn't buy an umbrella today because of something called supply and demand. Supply is how much of a good or service is available.
Mhm.
If you look at the shelves in a store, you'll usually see lots of items. Those items are the supply of the store, how much they have to sell. In Tegan's case, there was no supply of umbrellas left to buy. Demand is how much a certain item is wanted. The things that consumers, or people who buy goods and services, want to buy changes over time.
In the chat, write something that you love and you want so much. You would go to the store right now and buy. It could be a food, a candy, a toy, a pair of sneakers. What is it that you want to buy right now? Right now. Oh, if you only had the money, you would go right now and buy what? Lucian, what would you like to buy? You can unmute and tell me. What would you like to buy, Lucian?
Also, I could ask you a couple of questions to determine if you qualify for another
Want to
forgiveness.
buy a bicycle, a candy, ice cream? What do you want?
What do you want to write?
So are you currently or have you ever been in the U.S. military?
Toys? Did you say toys?
And are you currently or
You
have you
what?
been
Nice job. Thank you, my love.
What? Let me know.
All right. Let's see. Oh, a Lego set.
What
Someone
letter?
said Lego.
You?
Toy smooshine. Smooshin. A chicken. A chicken. Candy. Oh, I love it. If you only had the money right now, you would go. Those are in high demand. So that
I
means.
said solution.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank
This
you.
one.
Don't unmute. All right. So here we go. Ben, go ahead and mute. Mute, mute, mute. Mute, mute. All right, I'll mute you. Okay, here we go. Now let's watch the rest of the video. I'm gonna kind of blow through a little bit more of it kind of fast.
Many people in Tegan's community bought umbrellas. Why? Because the weather was very rainy. When an item is needed, the demand goes up. If it were sunny and dry for
If it was sunny and dry, do you think that the demand would be high or low for an umbrella? Give me a thumbs up if you think that everybody would demand umbrellas when it's sunny outside. Give me a thumbs down if you think nobody's going to buy umbrellas when it's sunny. The demand will be low. Very good. I agree. Okay.
weeks, do you think can affect the prices of things?
Oh, so let's talk
If a
about
lot
prices.
of people need to buy umbrellas, the store may raise the price. They can charge more because there is a high demand for umbrellas. If it's very dry with no rain, the store may put umbrellas on sale. Let's look at some other examples of supply and demand.
Well, let's talk about that for just another second. Okay. What do stores do when they have a lot of supply and nobody's buying their stuff? What's something? Don't yell out. Raise your hand if you want to share what you think a store or a store owner would do to sell their items that nobody seems to want. Ooh, let's look. Ooh, Asa, go ahead. What would they do?
It'll go low because no one wants umbrellas
So
when
what
it's very dry.
What might they do? If no one's buying the umbrellas,
They will decrease the supply, how much umbrellas they make.
Oh, they could cut back on how much they make, but they want to sell the ones that they have. What's something? Thank you, Asa. Let me find someone else. They might have something to share too. Let's see. Ooh, Mackenzie, what's something that a store would do?
They
To sell-
would put it on sale.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means make it less money than it actually is.
Oh, okay, guys, type in the chat. If the umbrellas were $10, what would you mark them down to try to get them out the door for people to sell? Write a price that you would mark down that umbrella to, put it on sale for. What would you charge to try to sell them? Oh, here comes some answers. I love it. $3, $5. Oh, that's a big sale. Ooh. How about 2 for 1? If you spend $10, you get 2 of them. That's pretty good too. Ooh, $5. That's it. Isaac, that's the 2 for 1. $9. Mark, take $1 off. Okay, I like that. Take half off. Ooh, 6, 7. Excellent job. All right, out of the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's skip the rest of this video. You can watch it when you are practicing your Nearpod. For now, let's read and match as a quick review. What's a good and what's a service? So what is mowing the lawn for the neighbor? Is that a good or a service? What is getting a haircut? Is that a good or a service? What about a soccer ball? What about a video game? Let's see how you're doing. Ooh, Addie, you go. Ooh, look at Lucian. Nice. Carter, excellent. Madison, there goes Madison. Ruby's gone. Oh, she's got one. Ooh, very nice. All right, let's look at those pairs again. If you look at my screen, you'll see mowing the lawn is a service. I would match oops, no. It kind of depends on which one you check. Okay, getting a haircut is also a service. You pay somebody to do it for you. A soccer ball is a good. Yep, something that you can take home. It's tangible. You walk home with it. And a video game, same thing. It's a good. All right, guys, let's move on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, practice independently. Ooh, wait, not yet. We have our quiz. You have to listen so carefully, like your ears are glued to the screen. Then I want you to choose the answer. There are 3 questions. Here I go. You need a haircut. There are many barber shops in your area, so you have lots of choices. Which one do I go to? Many of them advertise specials, like sales, to get consumers to come and choose them for your service. Would you expect to pay more or less for this service? Price would be more expensive, or price would be less expensive if they advertise a special, like a sale. Okay, so think about that for a minute. Maybe they post something and say, oh, we're having a special. You guys could come in. The price is going to be more expensive or less expensive. What do you choose? Dun, 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 dun. A, more expensive, or B, less expensive? Okay, if you said less expensive, you got it right. That is true. If a special means like a sale, they're putting these on special to move it out or offer that service so people will come in and spend more money. Good, good, good. How confident are you? Oh, did I skip one? This is Cruz. Stop skipping. A new toy is coming out. It has special features and will only be released for a limited time. All the kids at school in Mrs. Cruz's class are talking about this toy, and they're hoping they find one. Would you expect to pay more or less for a toy that's in very high demand? Everybody wants it. So what might the store do to the price if everyone wants it? A, it would be more expensive, or B, it would be less expensive. What do you guys think? Frank, let's see what Frank says. Ooh, very good, Frank. Yes, if everybody wants it, They think they can charge more money. Yeah. Think about if you were selling lemonade and there was a long line and everybody wants your lemonade. Would you make it less expensive? Or maybe you might see that as an opportunity to make more money. Oh, well, we've just raised our prices. Yes, it's going to be more money. Okay, next one. So it would be more. Now, question number 3, last of the quizzes. A new cell phone model is coming out. Oh, I would need a phone. A store has a lot of older cell phones they have not sold yet. They need to sell these phones to make room on the shelves. What would happen to the cost of the old cell phones? Would they A, become more expensive, or become B, less expensive? What do the stores do to try to sell their product that no one wants because they're old? What do you think, Desiree? Do you think the price would be more expensive or less? Try to sell all those old cell phones.
More.
More, but they're old cell phones and they have so many of them and they just want to get rid of them. Do you think that they would mark them up to be more expensive or put them on sale and try to sell them to and have them be less expensive?
Less.
Less. They want to get rid of them. So they're going to mark them down. Thank you, Desiree. Good work. Okay, guys, how'd y'all do? Yeah. Ooh, wow. Look at that. Look at all those answers. Okay, guys, how confident are you in your ability to understand now about how supply and demand affects the costs of goods or services? A, I have a lot of questions. I need to practice a lot more. B, I need a little practice. Or C, ooh, I flipped them around. I got this. I understand. I could help teach supply and demand and how they raise prices and lower prices. What'd you do? If you stick around, ooh, look at the answers coming in. Thank you for sharing. It looks like C is I got this. Awesome. If you stick around, you're free to go if you need to, but if you stick around and you have the ability to either draw on a piece of paper or write right on your screen, on the next slide, you are going to create an advertising, a billboard to advertise, listen carefully, don't draw yet, a good or a service that will increase demand from consumers. So stop and think for just a second about, remember earlier on I asked, what would you do to increase demand of that other game, right? So one of the things that people do to sell is they advertise and they make some really cool signs or some really cool commercials that make people want to buy their stuff. So now, if you look at this example, these people created a big old billboard on the side of the road and it makes you want to go buy their Jolly Jelly Beans so that they can hurry up and sell them and make more money. So I want your advertisement to clearly state what you're trying to sell and make it really like you really want the consumers to be excited about it, okay? You can start whenever you can. If you can't draw on the screen, grab a piece of paper. You can participate, right? That's part of the promise. Participate. Don't just sit there like a potato, and make sure that you are drawing something that you want to tell everybody about so that they buy more of it. So a product or, like a good or a service. And you are trying to design an advertisement, a billboard, like a little commercial. Ooh, I see people working. Once again, if you can't draw on the screen, grab a piece of paper. You could do this. So I'm going to do mine now. You ready? I think I want to sell. Let's see. I have a product I want to sell. Okay, Mrs. Cruz is going to sell fancy pants pens. And that's going to be the name of my item. My fancy pants pens. And once again, if you guys need to go, I understand. It might be time, but you could do this on your own to practice. How could we increase demand? Fancy pants pens. That means I need to make it really fancy. Okay, anybody have anything to share or talk about while we're doing this? Oh, I have to put some dots on it. Fancy pants pens. They write forever. And let's see. Oh, I can't wait to see your work, guys. I'm finishing up mine. I'm going to have some feathers sticking out the top. Oh no, these are terrible feathers. And let's see, it's going to be sparkly. Oh, these are some fancy pants pens. Okay, now I better write one more thing so everybody knows. Only $100. They write forever. I can't wait to see yours. I'm almost done. Oh goodness. They write forever. Bye now. They're not on sale. Everybody wants these, but if nobody's buying them, then I better adjust the price and make it lower and keep advertising. Okay, I think I'm done here with mine. Let me see what you guys did. That's awesome. Handmade necklaces. Ooh, what's that, Carter? That looks amazing. Asa, what are those? Oh, get the car, Ruby. Toy Story toys. I want those too. Oh, Benito, that looks so cool. What is that? Oh, Mackenzie. I love. Is that? What is that? That looks so good. It looks like lemonade. Ooh, that looks good. And oh, Lucian, I want that pizza. Oh my goodness, you guys, you did great. There's Leon's. Oh, I love it, Leon. Great job, Miss Madison. Oh, is that a puzzle? I love that. Let's see. Let me clear I have to clear all my drawings. There we go. Oh, Frank, I see that. I think you guys got it. Yep, you sure did. These are fantastic advertisements. I'm going to take a quick screenshot so I remember everybody's good work. Those are excellent representations of how manufacturers or sellers will try to get some interest so people will want to buy their services or goods. Excellent job. All right, guys, we are all done. You're all done. Thank you for learning with me. And I'll let you guys go. It's late. Anybody have any questions?